My name's Jenny Ross and I work at Esquires Coomera drive-thru. I've been here since the store first opened, which we opened about 3 weeks before Christmas, which was a busy time. I'd had many chances or opportunities of dealing with staff, dealing with food, so it was one of the things that they were looking at was someone who had a background in food, in presentation and also service. It's very hard to choose and to know which hours are going to be busy. So as far as staffing, you don't know how many cars are going to drive through per minute or per hour, so you just have to have a basis of staff on, and then those on have to rise to the next level to get the coffees out, because you can't just call someone else in. We had quite intensive training at RFG headquarters for numerous weeks, where they trained us on coffees, they trained us on food, they trained us on all the chemicals that RFG uses. So someone who had made coffees for a long time, I thought that I could make coffee, but I had to learn the way that the brand was going to be presented, and the quality is very high and presentation of the coffee. So I sort of felt like I was back at school, which was good. The coffee at Esquires is a fair trade and also organic coffee. There was a certain quality that we learnt in RFG training of each coffee being presented the same way and each staff member presenting the coffee in the same way. We also sell a range of cold beverages that includes mochas and frappes, which has a coffee shot in them. They have the opportunity also, if the customer wants to have an extra shot in their coffee. So each coffee is made to the customer's taste. And especially on drive-through, it's very important that Esquires coffee is made the same by every staff member, and that each time a customer comes through drive-through, they receive the same quality of coffee each time. Yeah, our staff at Esquires are all trained by the baristas at RFG, so it didn't matter whether anyone had training in coffee before, because they were trained from scratch. And sometimes it's actually easier to train staff who didn't have any previous knowledge in coffee, as I found, rather than someone that had preconceived ideas. So Esquires coffee is always made exactly the same way each and every time. Our cafe is being made out of recycled products as well, to show that it's a caring environment. We have iPads for the kids, and also for adults we have free Wi-Fi. If someone's working in the area and they need to do some work on their laptop, they can come in and receive a Wi-Fi and using it as their mobile office. We have a playground for the children, and it's very, I think, a funky upmarket type cafe that people feel very comfortable either sitting inside or outside. We do use Ride at Esquires, and all our staff are trained on Ride. Everybody is given a Ride code that they can get on at their own time. They can access this as far as hospitality training, the chemicals that we use, health and safety as well. So everyone is trained on Ride before they actually enter the store and begin work. They can also use Ride to brush up on their coffee skills at any time, to sit the next level of barista coffee making. Spilling the Beans is a newsletter that comes out on Ride that is available to every staff, and they can join in competitions of latte art as a store. So we'll try and put in a couple of teams just to sort of compete with the others, to sort of say we're doing great coffee, have a look. So we're looking forward to that later on this year. The day in my life here at Coomera Esquires, it varies from a 4 AM start to a 7 PM finish. So I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and summer's been great. Not sure how winter's going to go, but looking forward to that as well. And I'll start here at 4, get all the furniture out, turn the ovens on, get the coffee machines ready, season the coffee machines, and then at 4:30 we have staff that come in to start prepping food. The cabinet is ready to go at 5 o'clock, when we normally get our first order for breakfast and coffees. At Esquires, part of my role, I have to make sure I have enough time for ordering of supplies that have to come in. We can't run out of supplies, So that has to be on a day-to-day basis. I also have to find time for rostering, for dealing with staff that may be ringing in sick or unable to complete shifts. We also have banking that we do every evening, and we have the tills and the normal day-to-day business that has to be taken care of as well. The Esquires point of sale is quite intensive. It actually will tell me exactly how many hot drinks, cold drinks I've made. It will also tell me per hour what was our busiest time. So at the end of the night we do a printout of hour by hour, which is quite interesting because you might think, oh, that was a really busy day, but you may have only had like a couple of peaks as well. So it also shows the staff of why I'm rostering them on at certain times. They might question it when I can say, look, we've just done 109 coffees in that 1 hour. So it will also tell me how many cars go through drive-through. I think we've had 56 go through in an hour, which is nearly 1 a minute, which is pretty good and surprising. So it's nice to be able to tell head office and to tell people we're going through how many kilos of beans we've made, 200 coffees for the day. So the actual machine will give us these reports. It's very satisfying to be part of a new brand that Esquires, and especially on the Gold Coast, to have the first drive-through has been really great, and it's a wonderful opportunity for the area, which is a growing area for schools, for kids, for busy mums, for tradesmen in the morning. So it's just to see a nice cross-section too of families that come in on a daily basis. Yeah, and it's just nice to be part of something that's new and exciting and fresh.